Hey everyone, Ashley from booktomato here. And I don't know about you, but this week is the craziest week. I have so many holiday things. Both of my kids have holiday performances at their school and parties. And anyway, I hope that wherever you are and whatever you celebrate, that you're getting your stuff done and leaving some time to actually enjoy the season. I know for me, I try to get all of my holiday chores done, I guess I could call them, like the wrapping and all of that, really early so I can actually sit down in my pajamas and watch a Peanuts Christmas and eat a cookie. So I hope you're doing the same. This week, I wanted to share the books that we are enjoying this week, and it's going to kind of be a one, two, three. One being what my 4-year-old is enjoying, two, what my 10-year-old is enjoying, and as a little extra, number 3, what I'm enjoying. I don't talk about adult books a lot, but I'm enjoying something that I'm reading, and I wanted to share it with you. Okay, first, my 4-year-old is enjoying Little Blue Truck. Book has been out for a while, but it's still a book that we pull off our shelf from time to time, and it's still enjoyable. I probably bought it for him when he was 2, and we still like it. It's by Alice Shirtle, and the pictures are drawn by Jill McElmurray. And it's really colorful and cute. It's got a good message of kindness. And it reminds me of Old MacDonald because it has the animal sounds in it from different animals. But Little Blue Truck is kind, and all of the animals love him. And there's a dump truck in the story who is rude and pushy and doesn't take other people into account. And when the dump truck needs help, nobody wants to help the dump truck because he hasn't been kind. But Little Blue Truck does help the dump truck, and they all kind of learn that friends are important. Okay, the next book that my 4-year-old is enjoying is a Christmas book by Jan Brett. It's called The Animals Santa. And if you've never read anything by Jan Brett, again, I think I've mentioned her on a video before, I'm in love with everything she does because not only is it well written, but it's also, she draws all the pictures and they're just amazing. And The Animals Santa is about, there are 2 bunnies in the story along with other forest animals, and they're waiting for the Animals Santa to visit the forest. And they don't know what the Animal Santa looks like, so they're all talking about what animal they think Santa is. And it turns out, spoiler alert, he's a beautiful snowy owl who brings them all treats. And I'm showing some pictures from this book just so you can get a taste of her illustrations. What I love about hers is there's the main story is illustrated in the center of the page. And then all along the borders, she does this with all of her books. There'll be almost like a little second story. Like if you can see on the side, there are some little characters doing something else. And it's just it's the kind of book that you can come to again and again and see something new, which is neat. Now, let's move on to what my 10-year-old is reading. And I'm going to preface this by saying I have a tough time finding things that he wants to read. He loves to read. And he still will actually read picture books. He hasn't grown out of that yet. I don't know if you have a 10-year-old who will not read picture books. He still will. But he also has a very high reading level because he loves to read. I'm thankful for that. What's difficult, though, is finding a book that's going to challenge him that's still age appropriate. Because even though he could probably read and understand an adult novel, sometimes that's not appropriate for violence or, whatever subject matter that's best for adults. So this is a book that I probably, based on his age, think is a little too mature for him. But he enjoyed it so much, and it doesn't cross any of my lines as a parent, but it probably is a little racier than I would want for a 10-year-old. But, again, reading level, it was what he was interested in. It's called Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And this is a book that if you have a video game fanatic in your house, they will love this book. I'm going to read a bit of the synopsis. In the year 2044, reality is an ugly place. The only time teenage Wade Watts really feels alive is when he's jacked into the virtual utopia known as the Oasis. Wade's devoted his life to studying the puzzles hidden within this world's digital confines. Puzzles that are based on their creator's obsession with the pop culture of decades past and that promise massive power and fortune to whoever can unlock them. And I did a little research before I let him read it, and there is some mild language and some mild adult themes, but it was such a fun story, and he just expressed to me over and over how much he loved it. He's a huge video games guy, and it's all about computers and math and video games, which is totally up his alley. So if you have a kid like that at home, I think they would love this book. Now, for me, for those, 2 seconds a day where you as an adult can sit down and read a book, which for me usually ends up meaning bedtime and then I fall asleep 2 pages in. But hey, I did manage to finish this book, and I really loved it. It's called The Year of Living Danishly, Uncovering the Secrets of the World's Happiest Country. And I have a thing for Scandinavian countries. I don't know why. I love what, their priorities and helping mothers and helping, nature. And I like a lot about, their aesthetic and their design. So if you're one of those people too, this is a really fun book. It's like sitting down with a girlfriend who just moved to Denmark and hearing her tell you about how things are different and how they're the same. It's written by Helen Russell, and she's actually from London, and she was a journalist in London with her husband, and he got a dream job, his dream job, I think it'd be a really neat, anyone's dream job, to work for the Lego company in Denmark at their headquarters. So they moved to Denmark in the dead of winter, which would be a shock to anyone's system. And it's just all about her trying to figure out how to meet people. She ends up kind of deciding to write a book about, how things are different, how to meet people, what they eat, all the different cultural differences. And it's funny and it's touching at the same time, and I really enjoyed it. It would be a great holiday, sit on the couch by the tree, read, because it's just easy and fun. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Also, I'm on Instagram at booktomatokidsbooks, and I have a blog, booktomato.net. Have a great day, guys.